Hi everyone, this is Mr. Ross again. Nice to see you and thanks for watching. And I'd like to give you my second presentation, which is based on this week's class, which is about how to deal with nerves. Here we go. I'm going to talk about how to deal with nerves. The first point I'd like to make is that I don't really have any answers. I'd just like to make a few suggestions. The question is, why do you get nervous? And I think there are a couple of reasons. Firstly, I think sometimes you lose perspective. You get carried away. You think it's much more important than it is. I know it's important to your studies, but you're not going to die if you fail the test. Please believe me, you won't. So please remember, it's just a test. If you keep that perspective and you keep your job in mind, then you should pass. Your job, by the way, is to do a presentation and to run with the ball in English. The next point I'd like to make is about confidence. The question is, how do you become more confident? And I think you become more confident by practicing. And the more you practice, the more confident you become. Some of you that feel very nervous, you probably don't practice enough. I know you probably won't believe me. You'll say, yes I do, I practice. But do you practice really enough? That's the question. This brings me to the question of how you practice. I think there are lots of things you can do, and there's lots of advice in my reader about this. One thing you can do is go to Stammtisch, which is on Thursdays, 8 o'clock. But don't go there and sit there and say nothing. You have to go and speak and be confident about it. In class, ask questions, make comments. Don't sit there feeling nervous. Try to participate. Do all the mock tests, of course. Don't skip those classes. I know you can skip 2 classes per semester, but don't skip the mock tests. And go to all the English things you can in Göttingen. Okay, that's really what you can do in general. The next part of my presentation is about techniques during the test. What can you do in the test? First of all, stay focused. Remember, you've got to give a presentation. Don't lose that focus. If you do, you'll start feeling nervous, and then you'll say the wrong thing, and then you'll get more nervous. And there'll be a kind of vicious circle. That was the word I was thinking of. First word that came to my head was Teufelskreis, but it's vicious circle in English. So stay focused. If you get nervous, breathe. You're allowed to breathe in the test, believe it or not. If you want to have a drink or leave the room, get a bit of fresh air, you're allowed to, but just be honest with us and tell us. Another thing you can do in the test is use cards. Here are my cards. These are keeping me focused, and they're stopping me waving my hands around and having lots of nervous energy. If you don't use cards, keep your hands occupied with something else. Maybe a pen. Hold the pen tight. Keep your nervous energy focused. Your feet. Keep your feet firmly on the ground like this. Can you see that? My lovely feet. Now, where was I? Oh yes, and use hooks, or hesitation fillers. I call them hooks, sometimes call them hesitation fillers. Where was I was a hook, in case you didn't notice. In conclusion, I have to say you have to find out what works for you. People feel nervous for different reasons. Find out why you're feeling nervous. If it's because you keep losing perspective and think you're going to die in the test, then you're not. Try to stay focused. If it's because you think your English is not good enough, then work on your English and make it better. If you lack confidence, I think really it's just practice. You just need to do the presentations in front of people. You need to go to Stammtisch and speak up. You need to talk in class. Because practice brings confidence, I think. Yeah, that's it. Thanks very much for watching. Any comments, please let me know, and I'll see you in class. Bye.